Good morning, Fly family. It's K McFly back with another video, and today I'm at my house, and I'm about to. My desk looks like I had SMS. Let me show you guys. It's just messy. She's just messy. I don't know. I just put things everywhere, stuff on the floor. Like, it's a mess over here. So I'm just like, Saturday, I like to take Saturdays to like clean, like deep clean. So I'm gonna sweep and mop, and I mean, I haven't been here, but it just looks a mess. It looks like somebody's been here. I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to vlog today because I've been watching this dude on YouTube named Spiritual Zoe. Shout out to Spiritual Zoe. He is like this. He's probably about my age or whatever, in his 20s. And he's just, people. I'm loving how Black people right now are, and I hate to use the term woke, but they are waking up. They're waking up. But it's like people are enlightening themselves. They're empowering themselves, and they're educating themselves. And I'm loving it. I'm loving to see it. And so he just goes on YouTube and talks about what's going on right now in the world, and talks about people like to say conspiracies, but to me, I mean, I'm peeping and I'm noticing and I'm piecing things together, and to me, it doesn't seem like any kind of conspiracies. It does. I mean, they are trying to manipulate our minds. They're trying to control us. They're trying to put fear in us with this coronavirus and everything. So you just really have to pay attention to the propaganda and what's going on. Like, you really do. Because if you're not, really, I was just watching his video, and he was talking about like people basically just being asleep and just kind of, I guess, feeding into what the government is trying to make us believe is going on. And it's so much other shit happening, such as the pedophilia ring, the Pizzagate, the Wayfair situation, Breonna Taylor. Like, it's also a whole bunch of things. Black Lives Matter protests, and the violence that's going on with the protesters and officers. There's officers starting their own type of like hate group, if you will. Like, it's just like a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's so much shit going on as it pertains to the world, and it's just like, he was spiritual, so he was saying, like, I guess encouraging people to start YouTubes and like speak out and have a voice and things like that. And I've been, before I even started watching his thing, I started watching his YouTube maybe like a week ago. But before that, obviously, I've been on YouTube, and I've already I've always wanted to do. This is something that I've been wanting to do, but then I would stop and start and stop and start. But when I had watched his videos, it was really encouraging, because it just reminded me of why I wanted to start my page in the first place, which is to empower, enlighten, and educate, of course, my Black people, but anybody who feels this is something, that I'm speaking to them, and that they can take something that I say and apply it to their lives, or speak it to somebody else if they feel what I'm feeling, if they feel what I'm saying. But ultimately, obviously I created my page for me, because I like to talk, and a lot of times I just don't have anybody to talk to, so I just like to talk to the camera, and then maybe I'll upload it, somebody will watch it. I don't need thousands of views, but the people who are watching it, clearly they're entertained. So I don't know, like, it's just, I feel like I was raised in a very conscious household. My dad always encouraged and instilled Black power in me. He always encouraged that I love my skin, the skin that I'm in, love my hair texture, love my features, you know, be proud of where I come from and things like that. And so I wanted to protrude that same energy to whoever decides to watch my videos. But I've been noticing, like, I'll be on Instagram, and I did fall into the whole, like, I wanted to be, I guess, Instagram famous, or I really was, like, trying to get some money, bitch. Like, I'm always, like, trying to figure out ways to, like, hustle some money. So I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers are getting paid to do what on Instagram? Nothing? The shit that I do all the time? Like, oh, what? I'm gonna try to do that. But having that's like, I don't know. There's so much more, like, if that would, like, if me having the focus to want to get famous for money, and you know what I mean, like, I could probably succeed in that. But if that's the goal, if that's why you want to do something, or I feel like I needed to shift my mindset. First of all, I need to center myself and understand doing something for gain instead of doing something to help other people, or to you know, I mean, I love comedy. I even like doing that to make other people laugh. That's still helping other people. I feel like if you're not giving back, if you're not trying to do something to give back, if you're just a succubus, like, you need to leave that. You need to go somewhere with that, because we don't need succubus. I mean, there's gonna be succubus ass people in the world, but I don't want to be the one. I don't want to have my foundation be that, and I don't want to encourage that to people who look up to me, or who look to me for advice, or to just have some positive content to look at or to watch, instead of watching some bullshit. Like, it's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of distractions online, I feel. And there are people who are, like I said in the beginning of this video, waking up and realizing that they have a power, and to use it for good and not for selfish reasons or for evil. But for me, I know that I have a mouthpiece. I love to talk, you know, and a lot of people like to hear me talk. And I came from a dad who literally, like, my dad's so smart, and my mom's so smart. Like, I came from two smart parents, and they're like very articulate and analytical, and you know, having people like that around me who constantly talk to me. My dad's like the lecture king, but who constantly talk to me. It's like instinctive to be that way, to want to just share information or share my opinion about something. Not saying that I'm right or wrong. It's not about being right or wrong. It's just about bringing up topics or bringing up a perspective that people are maybe scared to have or to say. So, you know, I don't know. I just wanted to just, you know, touch on that, and just he kind of made me want to make this video, you know what I mean? The guy, spiritual soul, like, he made me want to make this video, like, to, I guess, explain or have you guys understand, like, what kind of, I know I cuss a lot or whatever, like, I guess if that bothers you, I don't know, but ultimately, I hope that you grasp where I'm coming from, and that I'm coming from a place of at least trying to educate, or trying to encourage, or trying to shift your mindset to something else. Like, a lot of people, like I said, are really distracted online. Like, they're obsessed with social media. Like, they can't get enough of it. Like, they on TikTok, and that, oh shit, ow. And they're on TikTok, and, you know, they're obsessed with likes and followers and shit like that. And it's like, okay, you can have hella followers, and that can be your goal, but what are you wanting people to follow? What do you have to offer that's encouraging? Are you encouraging people? Are you having people follow you in a positive direction? Or are you having them follow you off a cliff? Because if that's the case, you, I guess, as a follower, needs to you need to, well, stop being a fucking follower. You need to stop being a sheep. Stop being sheep. Do your own thing. Get out of the line. You know what I mean? Step back. When you're in your circle, like, step back and really, instead of being a part of the conversation, step back and listen to the conversation. What are these motherfuckers talking about? Who am I associating myself around? Look on your feed and see wow, this is a lot of negative content, negative energy, because what you consume is who you are. You know what I mean? So, or then what you associate yourself around, and who you associate yourself around is who you are as well. It's a reflection of you. So you really have to step back in all, especially right now. There's so many people out for self, so many people on some opportunist type shit, like, and maybe if you want that, if you try to level up quick and that's your pyramid scheme plan, then go ahead, baby boo. But if you are an authentic, grounded, down to earth person who you don't need to do the tricks and the schemes and the bullshit and the ass kissing to be successful, or to just, you don't even, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just, girl, I need some water. My mouth is drying. That's got me off. But anyway, I say all that to say, like, shift your, if you're going in a direction that doesn't feel right, if you are doing something for reasons that don't feel right, that aren't right, the foundation isn't even, well, the way you even started off to going up wasn't even in a solid foundation. This shit is made of sticks and twigs. It's gonna flop as soon as you get to the top. And that wasn't even on purpose to rhyme. But just step back, pay attention to what you're doing before you start doing shit. Pay attention to who you're around before you start being around them. Because people right now are not who they say they are. They're not for what they say they're for. And you gotta figure out if they for you or if they for them. And act accordingly. But my cat over here. Let me get a little teal. Alright, y'all. Anyway, I'm about to clean up this shit. I was supposed to be cleaning up while I was making this video, but I just could not get up. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all.